Look, before this video hits just 30 seconds, 50% of people will leave and only 5 to 7% of people will be able to finish this video completely. And while hearing this, you have probably started checking your phone or looking at the suggested video on the side of your YouTube screen. I believe that in next 5 to 10 years, as a human being, the most important skill that we will need is the ability to deeply focus on one problem and think about it from different angles without getting distracted. Critical thinking and the ability to come up with new idea, questions, and solutions will be the biggest asset and strength. But you will never be able to do this if you don't know how to deep focus, or at least how to focus. Wait. You're probably wondering that what is this timer for? This timer is for 47 seconds. That means if you are still here, you are one of those people who are very, very rare, because 2024 study showed that the average person's attention span is now just 47 seconds. So if you're still watching this video, it means you truly have the desire to change yourself. And today I will help you through these 4 techniques on how to learn deep focus again and implement it in your daily life. Hello there. If you're new here, first of all, welcome to my channel. My name is Mahamudul. I'm a biomedical scientist and I have a PhD in molecular medicine. So focusing or deep focus is like a training. Just like we build muscle in the gym, deep focus is also a matter of training. And through the right approach and continuous practice, a little bit of practice every day, you can bring back this ability to focus again. And to do that, our first technique is 90 minutes ultradian rhythm. Our brain cannot maintain focus for a long period of time. It has a rhythm, and this rhythm is called ultradian rhythm. In this ultradian rhythm, our brain can give its peak performance for about 90 minutes, and after that, its focus gradually deteriorates. At first, you need to notice at what time of day your focus is highest and distraction is the lowest. Step 2, you need to work for 90 minutes uninterrupted, without any disturbance. And step 3, after working for 90 minutes, you will take a genuine 15 to 20 minutes break. A genuine break. That means without your phones, where you won't scroll social media or go anywhere. If possible, take a little walk outside, look outside the window, or maybe stretch, but that break needs to be screen free. Musicians and elite performers, they all use this technique, ultradian rhythm. So you need to start doing it too. During this ultradian rhythm, some people like to work in silence, some people need ambient noise. The ambient noise that I'm talking about, you can hear in the coffee shop. And different studies showed that the ambient noise increases many people's creative thinking. And here comes technique number 2, focus soundtrack. This soundtrack is scientifically engineered. Sounds that will help our brain to get quickly into focus mode. And this is called frequency following response. When we listen to a specific frequency, our brain gradually syncs with that frequency. And because of this, we quickly get into the focus mode. Here I need to tell you something. There is a service or an app called Brain FM, and I use it every day, whether it's my office work or any deep work. The founders of Brain FM have published a major publication where they showed how quickly the brain gets into focus mode through this engineered sound. And interestingly, Brain FM doesn't have only the focus mode, but also have various tracks to relax, sleep, and also meditation. Along with this, there is a fascinating thing, ADHD mode. Many of us have ADD or ADHD, which is why we can't focus properly. So you can try this ADHD mode in their app, and I believe it will help you a lot. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Brain FM, but there is an affiliated link below in the description where you can go to Brain FM and use it free for 30 days using that affiliated link. So I'd like to thank Brain FM and their team to let us try this app for 30 days. Let's talk about technique number 3. So even if you have 90 minutes ultradian rhythm or you are using engineered sound to focus, this technique number 3 is one of those most important things which might increase your deep focus level, which is environmental control. Environmental change means if we can't remove the distraction in our environment, then it doesn't matter if you use ultradian rhythm or focus soundtrack, it won't be possible for us to do deep focus. And the solution is very simple. What you need to do is to just get rid of your phone. Just put it somewhere else, not in front of you or in the same room. Because studies have shown that if the phone isn't kept in another room but somewhere in front of you, even if it is in silent mode, your brain constantly thinks that maybe there will be a notification and there is a vibration, and out of habit you're gonna pick that phone. And the bad news is, after you pick up your phone, it takes 20 minutes to bring your full attention back to the previous task. So my suggestion will be, keep the phone in another room, and there should not be any compromise about that. Number 2, digital environmental control, especially with your laptop. Many of us have like hundreds of browser or tabs open on our laptop. Maybe we use a tab 10 days, 20 days ago and haven't used it since. So we need to reduce that cluttering. Just start with 2 or 3 tabs if it is necessary. And please remember, there are so many apps and extensions that will help you not to get notified by different social media that you use daily. I would suggest you to use those apps while you are doing those 90 minutes work. And third in this category is to control your physical environment. You need to keep your physical environment very tight. If a place is too messy before you start reading or doing any focus work, there's a possibility that your mind will feel messy, just like your environment. Just try this. When your environment is neat and clean, you will see that the focus becomes much easier. And number 4, preventing context switching cost. Before the focus work, coming from one task to doing focus work to another, you need to give yourself at least 5 to 10 minutes break. When you do a focus work or any kind of work and then move to another task, there is the attention residue that can spill over to another task. It's called context switching cost. So you have to do a few steps to not to get that attention or focus residue to your new task. And to avoid the spill of one task residue of attention or focus to another task, there are only few simple steps that can help you to reduce the context switching cost. Step 1, you can set a timer for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes before going from one task to another. Especially the next task is about deep focus work. So what you can do in those 5 minutes, at first, you need to tell yourself, I personally like to say like, this work is done, I'm switching to another task. It sounds very silly, but if you start doing this thing, you will see the difference. When you switch task, it will be easy to get focus on the second task. Second step, you need to take a pencil or pen and a paper. And you need to specify that what you're going to do in next 90 minutes focus work. Or if 90 minutes seems too long, you can chunk it, make it half and half, 45 and 45 minutes. But you have to specify, like you cannot say something vague that I'll do a project, I'll do a study. You need to be very specific. You can say something like, suppose 45 minutes, I will do an office report of 5 or 10 pages, or maybe I will do 5 PowerPoint presentation for my office work. Or in the math problem, in the next 90 minutes, I am going to solve this 10 math problem. But if you just say some vague things, okay, I'm going to do math, I'm going to do chemistry, just for saying, it's not going to work. And brain loves specificity. What are you going to do in 45 minutes or 90 minutes? More specific it is, brain gets a clear image what it needs to be done. And this whole method is called anchoring. You are attaching your focus to several behaviors. And because of this, after a long time doing the same thing, when you start doing these behaviors, you'll be able to get into focus, deep focus mode very quickly. But one thing is definitely true. At first, this whole process of doing deep focus will be very difficult for you. But if you start slowly practicing, you will see that the work you can do in just 1 week, others around you might be taking a month or 2 to do the same work. I hope these 4 techniques will help you to get into the practice of doing deep focus. If you want to know more about science-based healthy habits and productivity hacks, keep an eye on my channel. Thank you so much.